It's Max McFarlane.
What's up, man?
Nearly 3 years to the day since my last visit, I am finally back on the streets of Saigon. I've been to this busy, bustling, food-packed city more than any other in Asia. There's something about the culture, the people, and the food that just has me coming back time after time. Just like where I live in Bangkok, the food is so ingrained in the culture here. It is everywhere, so I've come back armed with an empty stomach, a thirst for knowledge, and the best Vietnam food YouTuber money can buy. So join us as we eat our way through Saigon.
All right, so welcome back to day 3, my last day in Saigon, and what a trip it's been. Max has taken me to some of the best Vietnamese food I've had. But when we were discussing where we were going to eat and where I wanted to eat, I said, come on, we could probably skip the pho. I've eaten a lot of pho. Then we're driving around yesterday on the bike, and Max is like seeing all these different spots, and he's like, oh, look, this one sells this one sells this. Oh, and this pho, this does the brisket, and I love brisket.
You gotta try this one. It's fatty, it's salty, and woke up a little under the weather, so it's perfect timing.
Looks absolutely incredible. This place has been open since 1954. It's called Phở Tàu Bay in the crazy busy District 10.
It's like the busiest part because it's where 10 and 3 like come together.
Absolute madness. Guys, this looks phenomenal, or phenomenal. Let's go take a look. So we've got this lovely auntie. Her job is just to get the noodles prepared, and then she layers it up with the beef, whatever they've ordered, and then my guy here, he's your soup guy, he's gonna put everything on top. So simple though. All that fat, collagen, full of flavour. And then you've got the fresh beef, you've got beef balls we could have got. Look at that, that's a work of art, look at that. Look how much is going into the bowls. Hey! This is a military style operation. Everyone knows their role. I can't get over this broth. Stop.
So I don't know if it's because I'm American or what, but I love this pho place because they use a lot of brisket, and you can see it just layered. You got your raw piece right here. They've already dipped in the broth for you a little bit, but under it is layered all that brisket. You almost can't even see your broth. And then the real key to here is you just ask for the fried scallions, and they're gonna give you this. It's gonna have fat pieces in there as well. It's just oily, scalliony, and just fatty. It's so delicious. You get that, you can pour it in your bowl. Man, it's awesome.
All right, so let me look through this bowl here. So we got some fresh stewed beef on top, but that's not what I'm interested in. I'm interested in this fatty, braised brisket. We had this yesterday in a bun bot, which was unbelievable. So I've got high hopes for this. Clean looking broth. Just topped with some spring onions. But as Max said, this looks to be the real star of the show, right? Scallion oil, or spring onion oil as I would call it, with beef fat. So we're gonna pour that into our soup, add some of our herbs. So we've got some Thai basil, we've got some mint, we've got some sawtooth coriander. We've got some of those Inferno chilies that I ate yesterday and started to regret it instantly because these look like they're not gonna be spicy. But actually, they're unbelievably spicy. But anyway, we'll put a few in. It's clean, it's fresh. even without anything in. You've got like a deep beef flavour. There's a lot of fat in this. Heavy on the fish sauce. It's simple. I'm not getting like a heavy hit of any kind of spices. Like when I picture pho, I like the pho I've eaten in Saigon. When I'm eating it, I'm getting like a massive hit of cinnamon, cardamom. But with this, I'm not really getting that. I'm just getting a clean, rich, beefy broth. All right, in with the lime. I'm gonna go try basil, mint, yeah, a little bit of sauteed coriander. I love the fact in Vietnam I can just get my head over the bowl and slap. I don't have to put it onto my... There's something so comforting as well about the squidgy, soft, fresh rice noodles. You can't beat a good, fresh, springy noodle. But what I really came here for was the brisket. After my man took me for some brisket yesterday, look at that perfectly stewed, soft, flaky piece of brisket just surrounded with that soft beef fat. It's fatty, it's soft. It reminds me a little bit of like only UK people are going to get this reference. Salt beef, like a cross between salt beef and an English roast dinner. Right. I'm gonna have a little dip in the chili sauce. It's not bad. It's not bad. I don't personally think it needs it. The beef's so juicy, so succulent, so fatty. I don't think it really needs anything. For me, all I'm gonna need is that lime juice, the delicious broth, and this fatty scallion oil. I'm not gonna eat all the fat because Max will be annoyed. So I'm pretty sure this isn't pure beef fat. So canola oil, beef dripping, and scallions. And I promise you guys, this is like liquid crack. Like, I love your fried onion, your fried scallion oil here anyway, right? But this, as we say in England, that's just taking the piss. Like, I cannot explain to you how rich this is. If someone said to me, what does beef taste like? Explain beef. Eat that, basically. It's rich. It's quite heavy. Once you put the oil in, it's quite heavy, but I like that. Every mouthful you get, your like whole mouth's coated in either scallion oil or beef fat or a combination of both. So the mouthfeel of this soup, insane. You can always cut it with a little bit more acid. You got the herbs, again, that I keep talking about. This is probably getting boring now, but the fresh herbs that we have on the side of the table here, just freshening everything up. You've got these fucking Inferno chilies. These make Thai bird's eye chilies look like red peppers. So, as I said in the intro, this shop's actually been open for 68 years. 1954, they came from Hanoi to Saigon. They were one of the first people to actually come to Saigon and open a restaurant. And to be honest, it looks like they're just as popular now as they were back then. The place is absolutely packed. They've actually got two restaurants next to each other with two separate pots of pho cooking the broth. So you'd actually think that it was two separate restaurants, but Max just asked, and they are actually the same restaurant. I guess they're just so popular, they need two. That little piece of fat, you don't even have to chew it. I just broke that up with my tongue. Push the tongue to the roof of the mouth. Oh. I'll tell you what when I would want this, right? So the first day we were here, I had a couple of drinks. I wouldn't say I was hungover yesterday morning, but I was definitely a little bit groggy. That's when I would have wanted this. When feeling a little bit worse aware, not feeling your best, and you just want something comforting, rich, hearty, flavour-packed. Just pure beefy goodness. I mean, a normal person would have just said when they're not feeling well or when they're sick, and I've had to revert to when I'm hungover. But when you're not feeling too great, this is your bowl. Yeah. All right, so that beef bar was so good, so rich, so delicious that I actually forgot to do an outro to the video. So I am going to stick links with directions in the description box below. Thanks so much, Max.
Yeah, no problem.
He's taking me to the best spots, so I'm taking him for a nice cold beer. We will see you guys, or I will see you guys, back in Bangkok. Until then, stay safe.